That is in Mombasa, where human rights activists say extrajudicial killings continue unabated despite an assurance by the government that it would investigate the matter and take action on those found culpable. Mtalaki Francis is there. What can you tell us about this?
Well, there has been some growing concern from the human rights group here in Mombasa and the coast region with regard to forced disappearance and extrajudicial killings. This has raised concern among them, saying that the cases are on the rise. And remember, 2 or 3 weeks ago, Dr. Fred Matiang'i, the Cabinet Secretary for Interior, was here in Mombasa. He made them, they were given an assurance, but that is yet to be implemented, and that confidence, they say, that is yet to be boosted with regard to the collaboration between the residents of Mombasa and the civil society and the cases that have been reported. But I have the Executive Director from Haki Africa, Mr. Hussein Khalid. I want to engage him in this conversation. Maybe you can tell us, are the cases on the rise, and what is the major concern from the human rights group?
Yes, definitely the cases are on the rise. As Haki Africa, for example, since January last year, we've documented 27 cases of disappearances within the coastal region alone. And as you can see, currently we are trying to locate one of our own human rights defender, Caroline Mwathe, who has been missing since Wednesday last week. So we are very concerned that these disappearances are not only affecting the local residents, but also human rights defenders who are at the forefront of actually championing for the end to these disappearances.
You have been having an engagement with the government side, especially when the CS was here. What was your message and the conversation between you and the CS? Any assurances that were given, and with regard to what is happening, how is the script so far?
Yes, Mtalaki, we raised this concern before CS Matiang'i, and the President also was IG Boynet and other top officials, including DCI Kinoti and DPP Nurdin Haji. And we got some commitment from them, particularly CS Matiang'i assured us that his police are not involved, and in any case, whenever there's a disappearance, once we report to them, that they will make it a priority to search for these people. But our concern is that these disappearances have continued happening. So we are wondering, is it that they don't have the will or the capacity to actually put an end to these disappearances? Meetings alone cannot deliver services to the people. CS Matiang'i, IG Boynet, DCI Kinoti and Nurdin Haji have to act and deliver. If disappearances are continuing and we're sitting in meetings, they're assuring us that they won't happen, then it raises concerns to all of us and a fear that this could happen to anyone, anytime.
Of course, where does this put the confidence of the police between the civil society and the residents and well as the police?
Yes, it's true, Mtalaki, that when these incidences continue to happen, then people lose the confidence in the police, they lose confidence in the authorities, they lose confidence in the government. Because how can we be living in a state where we are, we have a full security force in operation, yet people continue to disappear? So yes, people are losing confidence. If even human rights defenders, such as Caroline Mwathe, who has been at the forefront of calling for an end to extrajudicial killings, are disappearing, then that means any other person can disappear. And we as human rights defenders are fearful for our lives, because if a defender can disappear just like that, it means it could happen to any one of us. So we want action to be taken. We want to see serious moves by CS Matiang'i, by DPP Haji and others to ensure that this act does not continue in our country.
Thank you so much, Bwana Hussein Khalid. Well, someday